What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now, if you haven't already noticed, we finally broke 4,000 trophies. I hit 4K just the other night, and I showed you guys in yesterday's video. But if you missed that video, you probably didn't know that I'm at 4,000 trophies. Now, it has definitely been a struggle to get up here, especially with how my Wi-Fi has been acting lately. I've been losing connection in a lot of battles, making me lose trophies that I probably should have won. But I just kept on pushing through it, and I finally broke 4,000 trophies. I used the same exact deck from 3,500 trophies all the way to 4,000, and that was this deck right here. I've got the Hog Rider, the Ice Spirit, some skeleton armies in here. I got the Ice Wizard, the Mega Minion, Princess, Log, and Rocket. The average cost for this deck is only 3.1, so it's a pretty cheap deck, so I can usually cycle back to my Hog Rider pretty quickly, and I normally only use the Rocket to take out buildings, elusive collectors, or do the final damage to a tower. But to start things off, let's go ahead and check out one of my most recent replays and see how I use this deck in action. So as you guys know, I'm only level 10, and right here I'm actually going up against a level 11 Royal Giant user. To start things off, I went ahead and threw down my Princess on his left tower as he placed down his Furnace. Now the Fire Spirits ended up taking out my Princess. However, she did do a little bit of damage to that left tower. Right now it's at 2590 hit points, but this guy is a level 11, so his towers are higher hit points than me, and now he went ahead and dropped down a level 5 Witch behind his tower. So I went ahead and dropped down my Mega Minion so I could cycle all the way to my Rocket and take out this Furnace, the Witch, and the tower all in one shot. That was definitely a positive elixir trade right there. I did so much damage to his tower, took out the Furnace and the Witch as well. I also went ahead and sent in my Hog Rider towards that tower. The Mega Minion is about to get taken out by all these minions right here, but my Princess and this Ice Spirit will take out the minions and his Giant Skeleton. But he goes ahead and throws down a Miner on my Princess, taking her out and also distracting my tower, allowing that one minion to do quite a bit of damage to my tower, dropping it all the way down to 1788 hit points. So now my level 2 Ice Wizard is running over to his left lane tower, and he drops down yet again another Furnace right next to his tower. So I took advantage of this one last time and threw down my Rocket again at the Furnace and his tower, doing some damage over there, dropping his tower to 1200 hit points. But here he comes with his level 11 Royal Giant, so I went ahead and threw down my Mega Minion as well as my Skeleton army on this Royal Giant to try to take it out as soon as possible. He's going to go ahead and throw down a Witch behind that Royal Giant. His level 5 Witch is doing some damage to my Skeletons, but my Mega Minion walks over there, smacks it a few times, and takes her out. So now I'm throwing down my Hog Rider and my Ice Spirit down this left lane. My Hog Rider makes it to the tower, but then gets taken out by those barbarians before dropping that tower to 641 hit points. Now he's going to go ahead and throw down a Miner down my left lane. I went ahead and threw a Log down his barbarians, also taking out one of those Fire Spirits spawned by that Furnace. But yet again, he dropped his Furnace right next to his tower, so I took advantage of that one last time and took out his tower with that final push. I also did some damage to that Giant Skeleton, and now my troops are finishing him off. While all that is going on, I threw down my Hog Rider and another Ice Spirit down the right lane. The Princess is finishing off all these minions, and he throws down yet again another Royal Giant. But on the right side, my Hog Rider did do quite a bit of damage, dropping that tower down to 1790 hit points. 20 seconds left. This guy is still not taking my left tower with his Royal Giant, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying to push this right tower and take it out as soon as I can. He tries to distract my Hog Rider with his Furnace, but my Princess locks onto the tower. The Hog Rider's in there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down another Rocket on his barbarians right here as I take that right lane tower. But now the battle's over, and I ended up winning 2-1. That was actually the battle that pushed me up over 4,000 trophies the second time. As you can tell, my highest trophy count is 4015, and then once I hit 4015, I tried to play around with a Lava Hound deck, but it didn't work out so well, and I switched back to this deck. The replay you just watched was me getting back to 4,000 trophies for the second time. But now you guys have seen my deck and see how I use it in a replay. Let's go out and do a live battle up above 4,000 trophies and see if we can get a win with this deck. I'm going to go ahead and start things off right off the bat by throwing down my Hog Rider and an Ice Spirit down the left lane. I think I caught him off guard. He's going to go ahead and react with a free spell to take out my Hog Rider. The Bomber does take out my Ice Spirit and my Hog Rider before I even touch that tower. So let's go ahead and drop down a Mega Minion on that Bomber right there. And I was going to go ahead and drop down a Skeleton army on this Hog Rider, but the Bomber was still right there, so I didn't want to do that just yet. And he's going to go ahead and zap my Skeletons. However, my Mega Minion does make it to the tower, does a little bit of damage. And now let's go ahead and drop down our Princess behind our Ice Spirit. He's going to go ahead and drop down some Barbarians to take out my Ice Wizard, and they'll of course finish off my Princess as well. Hopefully my Mega Minion can do a little bit of damage over here, taking out these Barbarians, because they do a lot of damage if they get to my tower. They've already knocked it down to 346 hit points, and now I have to deal with this Baby Dragon. So the Baby Dragon goes down. Let's go ahead and see if we can get off another push right here, throwing down a Hog Rider and a Skeleton army. I'm expecting he's going to drop down a Bomber just like he did last time, but he also drops down another free spell. It looks like this guy is using his free spell mainly on defense in this battle, but he does have a Hog Rider deck, so maybe he's using Hog Freeze. But let's try to take out this Bomber before he does too much damage to our tower. Go ahead and drop down an Ice Spear on this Hog Rider right there. The Princess tries to take out the Bomber but doesn't do too much damage, and they actually finish off my left lane tower. But now let's go ahead and throw down a push down this left lane as he drops down some Barbarians, which is not a smart move. My Hog Rider doesn't even make it to the tower before getting taken out. So we are struggling right now. I haven't actually lost a battle using this deck in quite a while, so this is actually really embarrassing. But I do still have my Rocket if I need it. Let's go ahead and throw some troops down this right lane and the left lane at the exact same time. He dropped down a level 4 P.E.K.K.A. and his Bomber back there down the right lane, and my Hog Rider makes it all the way to that left tower, but he is taken out by those Barbarians. I'm going to go ahead and rocket the tower and those barbs right there. My Mega Minion is doing a lot of damage to his P.E.K.K.A. and actually ends up taking it out. Let's drop down my Hog Rider and the Ice Spirit, cycle all the way back to my rocket so I can finish off the left lane tower. Throw down the rocket over there. Let's drop down a Mega Minion on his P.E.K.K.A. because the Mega Minion does so much damage. It's such a good card on defense, and let's distract this P.E.K.K.A. with a Skeleton Army. The Skeleton Army also distracts those Barbarians for quite a while, but now he has a Hog Rider, his Baby Dragon, and a Bomber on my right lane tower. He's also going to go ahead and freeze it, and there's not much I can do here as he takes the victory. So that battle didn't really start off so well, but we did come back, and then we lost yet again another tower in overtime, losing 30 trophies, dropping us below 4,000. Let's go out and do one more battle, try to break 4,000 trophies again, and finish off this crown chest that we have. So here we're up against JVH from GG Unit. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Ice Wizard right here to tank the shot from that Ice Spirit as I drop down my Mega Minion on his Hog Rider. Let's go ahead and get my Ice Spirit in there too so he doesn't get off too many shots. And now let's throw down our Hog Rider in front of this little push right here to see what we can do down that right lane. He's going to go ahead and rocket all of our troops right there. He took out my Hog Rider, my Ice Wizard, and my Mega Minion. My Hog Rider didn't even make it to the tower. And now we have to go ahead and throw down our log on his Princess right there. My tower is at 2,300 hit points, and his is only at 2,600. It should be way lower, but that rocket took out my entire push right there. So I'm going to need to keep in mind that he does have a rocket in his deck. But now let's go ahead and return the favor by throwing down a rocket down his lane, taking out his Ice Wizard. So that will drop down his tower to 2,130 hit points, but he throws down a log down our lane, taking out our Princess and dropping down mine to 2,200. Honestly, this guy might be using the same exact deck as me. So far, I've seen his Hog Rider, I've seen his Princess, he has a log in there as well, Rocket, Mega Minion, Ice Spirit. He's got everything that I do. I think he's using the same exact deck as me. Not too surprised though, because this deck is extremely popular right now in the higher trophy range. Let's go ahead and throw down my Hog Rider as well as my Ice Spirit, starting a little mini push down this right lane. Hog Rider makes it to the tower, but the Mega Minion and Ice Wizard are doing heavy damage over there. Let's drop down my Mega Minion and Ice Spear on his Hog Rider right here, just to make sure he doesn't do too much damage, and now my Mega Minion will take out his as well as his Ice Wizard. Princess versus Princess, looks like mine is going to go ahead and take out his, and now my tower finishes off his Ice Wizard. Let's go ahead and throw down a Hog Rider and a Skeleton Army down the right lane and get towards his tower. I need to do something really quick because I know he has that rocket and he can probably win whenever he wants to. Hog Rider makes it to the tower but only gets off one shot. Let's go ahead and throw down a rocket right here because I knew that Hog Rider was coming. Take out the Hog, the Mega Minion. Oh, I missed the Hog. No, are you serious? Drop down an Ice Spear on the Hog as well as my Mega Minion, throwing the log at his Princess. So at this point, I've given up in the battle. All he has to do is send over a rocket at our tower, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him do that. Unfortunately, we're losing right here, but this guy was using the same exact deck as me, so as you guys can tell, this deck does work out really well, even against somebody using the exact same deck. I'm not sure why I sucked so bad in today's video, maybe because I haven't battled all day, but I normally don't lose with that deck, and I didn't lose that often climbing up to 4,000 trophies. But unfortunately, we did get beat twice in today's video, one against a guy using the exact same deck as me. But nonetheless, I just wanted to make this video to show you guys that I hit 4,000 trophies and to show you guys the deck that I did it with. I'm gonna have to go ahead and keep pushing on up back to 4,000 trophies, but if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more Clash Royale content. That's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.